Yukin Zeng. Kung atin pong matatandaan, hindi bago ang pangalan na Jason Uson at Gerald Cruz. Dahil nadawit na po ito ang mga pangalan nila sa investigasyon ng Pharmally. Ayon sa mga nakita naming sources at documents, ang mga personality na ito ay lahat based in Davao. This is significant considering the connections of Michael Yang in Davao City, where he owns a very interesting property. At syempre, hindi natin pwede makalimutan ang mga kapatid ni Michael Yang. Recently po, lumutang ang panganay na si Yang Jianjin, also known as Tony Yang or Antonio Maestrado Lim. Welcome to the House of Representatives. At ang kapatid niyang si Yang Hongjiang. Ang magkapatid rin na Michael Yang at Hongjiang Yang ang may-ari ng DCLA Plaza at Yangzi Group Trading Company. Kamakailan lamang ay napag-alaman natin na nariyan din pala si Tony Lim. Davao City Los Amigos Plaza, DCLA, which was incorporated in 2011 in Davao City, is one of the first known businesses established by Michael Yang, connected to this complex web of corporations that are involved in the proliferation of criminal activities in the Philippines. Sa affidavit na isinumite ni Arturo Las Cañas sa ICC, base sa mga reports, ay itong DCLA Plaza ay ginagamit lamang bilang front ni Michael Yang to conduct his illegal activities. Dito daw labas-pasok ang mga drug couriers. Ang Yangzi Group Trading Company naman po ay isang korporasyon din na pagmamay-ari ni Hongjiang Yang at Michael Yang na sangkot sa mga illegal importation ng mga iba't ibang mga goods. Puntahan naman natin si Yang Jianjin o si Antonio Maestrado Lim. Si Tony Yang is the eldest brother among the Yang brothers. Siya daw ang totoong mastermind at architect sa lahat ng operasyon ng criminal syndicate ng Yang brothers dito sa ating bansa. Tony Yang is based in Cagayan de Oro where he owns multiple businesses katulad ng Yangzi Hotel, dating Pogo Hub, at ang Philippine Sanja Steel Corporation na involved sa rice smuggling at human trafficking. Siya din ang presidente at incorporator ng Oroan Incorporated, isang service provider for Shongwei Technologies na pagmamay-ari ni Alan Lim. Si Tony Yang din ang may-ari ng Alwana Business Park where several unlawful activities have been reported. Nung nahuli si Tony Yang, may dala-dala po yang 1.4 million pesos in cash at mga iba't ibang lisensya for firearms. Gusto ko pong bigyang pugay ang PAOK TF. Congratulations po sa inyong paghuli kay Tony Yang. Tulad po ni Michael Yang, it would appear from reports that we have gathered in previous investigations that Alan Lim has a select number of associates whose names constantly and consistently appear in corporations that are owned by him or we have observed are actually connected to him. The most obvious figure in this network of companies of Alan Lim has built is his wife, Rose Nonolin. Sinundan namin si Rose Lynn Follow the trail kumbaga, at isa siya na nagko-connect kay Michael Yang at Alan Lim. This is a known fact at makikita po natin mamaya that Reyes Nonolin is an incorporator of at least 8 companies where Michael Yang is involved in, such as Piley Estate Group, formerly known as Piley Holdings, Philippine Full Wind Group of Companies. Ang entry point niya sa Pogo ay ang Shongwei Technology. Kung mapapansin niyo po, kapag binaliktad po natin yung pangalan na Shongwei, this is the Chinese name of Wei Zhonglin, aka Alan Lim. Now, what is Shongwei Technology? Shongwei is a Pogo which was registered as a Philippine corporation in 2016. Isa po ito sa mapangunahing Pogo sa ating bansa. While Alan Lim does not appear as a director or shareholder of Shongwei, in any of his corporate records, the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, OCCRP, reported that Alan Lim, using his identity as Lin Weizhong, served as chairman of this corporation. Shongwei service providers include Brick Hearts, Turquoise Diamond Technology Corporation, Shidaikeki Technology Corporation, and Orowan Incorporated. As previously reported, Shongwei and Brick Hearts shared the same email address. While this alone seems inconsequential, circumstances would show that Shongwei is part of the network of companies belonging to Yang and Lim, which is involved in illegal activities in our country. In fact, it has been reported that Shongwei was involved in 5 of the 7 kidnapping cases reported by Colonel Rodolfo Castil Jr., the Philippine National Police Anti-Kidnapping Group. Ngayon, balikan po natin ang ating paghihimay sa korporasyon ni Michael Yang at Alan Lim. Here we can see that Michael Yang has several persons which consistently appear as shareholders in his companies, such as DCLA Plaza and Yangtze Trading Company. These persons are Jason Uson and Yung Kin Zheng. It would appear that Jason Uson, allegedly a Filipino citizen, consistently owns at least 60% of these companies in apparent compliance of our nationality requirement. On the other hand, Alan Lim, Rose Nonolin, a Filipino citizen, identified to be his wife, consistently appears as a shareholder in his companies. In XRL Holdings, Rose Nonolin is 60% owner, again, in compliance with our nationality requirement. Several companies, Piley Holdings Corporation and Piley Estate Group Corporation, appear to be 50% owned by the Michael Yang Group and the Alan Lim Group, respectively. The same individuals, Jason Uson, Yung Kin Zheng, are shareholders of these corporations together with Michael Yang. Meanwhile, Rose Nonolin, Alan Lim are shareholders from the Alan Lim side. Silipin naman po natin itong Piley Estate Corporation. Ano ang Piley Estate Group? Ang Piley Estate ang nagtayo ng Clark Majestic World, a mixed-use real estate development. Very similar ang mga condominium units dito sa mga residential units na ginagamit ng mga POGO employees. The businesses of Michael Yang and Alan Lim seem to always be involved or associated with illegal activities. For example, there are reports that the people who were held captive were found inside the Clark Majestic World. Another company providing the link between the partnership of Michael Yang and Alan Lim is the Philippine Full Wind Group of Companies. Again, Alan Lim is not a direct shareholder of this company. His wife, Rose Nololin, is. Consistent po yan sa obserbasyon natin na itong si Rose Nololin is the representative, kumbaga, ng totoong may-ari na si Alan Lim. Similarly, Michael Yang has no direct shareholdings in the company. Jason Lim, Yungkin Zheng are also shareholders of DCLA Plaza that own a substantial part in the Full Wind. Mapapansin din po natin si Gerald Cruz. Kung atin po matatandaan, kasama ni Rose Nololin, si Gerald Cruz, sila po ang mga directors ng Pharmaly Biological Company, the sister company of the infamous Pharmaly Pharmaceuticals. Again, these personalities appear as dummies for Michael Yang. Kapansin-pansin dito na parte sa korporasyon ang kapatid ni Michael Yang na si Hong Zhang Yang. Tignan naman po natin ang karakter nitong si Hong Zhang Yang.
Ang link ay na kay Hong Zhang Yang, ang kapatid ni Michael Yang. As stated kanina, ni Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez, ka-joint account ni Hong Zhang Yang si Zhen Kan Yu, ang incorporator ng Hong Sheng. At sa usapin pa rin po ng Pogo ay wag din nating kakalimutan ang Porac, Pampanga, kung saan nakilala natin ang Lucky South 99. Ang Lucky South 99 naman ay pawang nauugnay sa Ong Zheng Zun Yuan dahil sa close association naman ng nakilala nating representative ng Lucky South na si Cassie Ong. Ang Lucky South 999 ay kilalang kilala na po natin. Sa raid na naganap dyan ay kahindik-hindik na krimen po ang nakadiskubre natin dyan. Nariyan ang mga kinidnap, tinorture, pinatay, mga na-recover na videos na may nalalaman po ng pag-aabuso sa mga kababayan o iba pang sex crimes o mga cyber scams. So bakit po natin sinasabing kahit papaano ay kasama ito sa web? Dahil po naman, yan ang makikita nating koneksyon dito sa Hong Zheng Zun Yuan o ang Baofu. Tinan po natin ang links. Una po, it follows the same pattern o modus operandi. Nagsisimula po ito sa pagbili ng mga hektaryang lupain kung sa Bamban ay namili ay ang Baofu sa Porac, ang namili ay ang Whirlwind. Pagkatapos po niyan ay magtatayo ng mga structures o buildings. Diyan kung titingnan mo, ang halos pare-parehong lang ang prison-like facilities. At halos kasabay ng pagtatayo ng physical structure ay mag-a-apply po ito ng POGO license. Sa Banban, ito ang Ong Sen o Zun Yuan. Sa Porac, ito naman ang Lucky South 99. May mga links din po ang mga personalidad dito. Si Zhang Zi na taga Singapore, ang dating presidente ng Lucky South 99, ay napabalitang tumulong kina Alice Guo at Cassie Ong para sa stay nila sa Indonesia. Si Duan Ren Wu na nauugnay naman sa Whirlwind at Lucky South ay kay Cassie Ong ay namataan na kasama ni Alice Guo sa Indonesia. At alam po naman natin na kasama si Cassie Ong ang pamilya Guo habang sila ay nasa ibang bansa sa tangkang tumakas sa lahat ng nakakabit na kontrobersya nila dito sa ating bansa sa Pilipinas. Maliban sa mga links ng ganyan, ang mga nag-ooperate within the Pogo compound sa Banban at sa Porac ay pare-parehong sangkot sa mga krimen na human trafficking, cybercrimes at kung ano-ano pa. Bakit po natin sinasabing kasama rin po dito? Kasi ganyan po ang criminal enterprise. Ang criminal enterprise as defined, it is a group of individuals with an identified hierarchy or comparable structure engaged in criminality activity. Balikan po natin sina Michael Yang, sina Alan Lim, sa Pogo lang ba? Hindi po. Hindi lang Pogo at Parmali. May drugs pa po. May drugs pa po. Tingnan po natin yung next slide. The Michael Yang and Alan Lim group, as shown here, are linked to Golden Sun 999, which is significant because it connects us to Empire 999 na makikita natin mamaya na heavily involved pala sa mass land acquisition and drugs. Ang layo na po ang inabot ng mga korporasyon at mga krimen. At nakikita po natin na konektado pa rin. Relevantly, the connection lies in the interlocking directors or common incorporators, shareholders among these corporations. As mentioned earlier, Rose Nono Lim, the wife of Alan Lim, and Gerald Cruz and Lincoln Ong, known as associates of Michael Yang, were all implicated in the Parmali scandal. Both Rose Nono Lim and Gerald Cruz are incorporators of Golden Sun 999 along with I.D. Tae Yang. I.D. Tae Yang is also an incorporator of Empire 999 Realty Corporation, where it was reported that almost 3.6 billion worth of shabu was found and confiscated. This warehouse is owned by Mr. Willie Ong, an incorporator of both Empire 999 and Sunflare Industrial Corporation. Lincoln Ong, who is also an incorporator of Parmali Pharmaceutical, and I.D. Yang, who is an incorporator of Golden Sun 999 and Empire 999, are also both incorporators of Mexico 999. Sino po si Empire 999? Tingnan po natin. Empire 999 Realty Corporation is a registered corporation with the SEC since 2015, with some of its incorporators being Willie Ong, I.D. Tae Yang, Jack Tae Yang, and Alvin Ganituen, as shown These people are the same people who provide the link between what appears to be an entity owned by Yang and Lim, which is Golden Sun 999 to Empire 999. Empire 999 has been reported to be involved in illegal drug activities in the country, which is owned warehouse being the recipient of the at least 560 kilos of shabu with an estimated cost of 3.6 billion pesos. This shabu were reportedly shipped from Bangkok, Thailand. Makikita po natin na naglipa na sa ating bansa ang mga ito. Ang Yang brothers na si Michael Yang, Ong Jiang Yang, at si Tony Yang andito na, pati ang close associate ni Michael Yang na si Alan Lim. Nandito din si Ma'am Alice Guo at malamang ang mga tao sa likod ng Lucky South 99 as presented by Cassie Ong. Dito makikita natin ay bawat isa-isa sa kanila ay may iba't ibang focus o areas of influence sa ating bansa. These Chinese nationals are setting up corporations all over the country, taking advantage to our laws by perpetrating and promoting illegal activities, so the great prejudice of our country and Filipino people. Nariyan po tayo ngayon. Such is the sorry state of our country. Kaya po tayo ngayon nandito. Mayroon po tayong pinormang Quadcom. Hindi lang konektado ang mga krimen, konektado rin pala ang mga tao na nagpapalakad ng mga ito. Hindi po ito titigil hanggang masisid at masimot natin ang lahat ng pwedeng malaman ukol sa sindikatong ito. At kung paano nila nagawa ang pagsasamantala sa ating bansa upang magawa namin ang aming sworn duty at constitutional responsibility para mapalakas sa ating mga batas at maprotektaan ang lahat ng Pilipino. Marami po ang nababahala. Marami ang nagsasabi, puro investigasyon, wala namang mangyayari dyan. Hindi po ito nagtatapos sa trabaho ng Quadcom. Ang investigasyon na ito na aming binibigyan ng panahon, pagod, ay simula lamang. We will come out with recommendation to address this. Cleansing, paglilinis, mahirap, pero gagawin po namin at kakayanan namin dahil ito po ay para sa sambayanang Pilipino. Sa ngayon, ay uncover pa lang po natin ang criminal enterprise. Wala po tayo sa tanong na who enabled them to freely and with impunity operate. Mga dayuhan po ang identify natin. Hindi po ito makaka-operate kung walang mga Pilipinong tumutulong sa gawaing ito. Wala pa rin po tayo sa financial links. Kulang pa. To completely paralyze them is to cut the financial stream o ang agos ng pera. Saan na naman po nagkulang ang ating batas sa dalawang usaping ito. We will end their era. Tatapusin po natin ito. Samahan niyo po kaming miyembro ng Quadcom, itong miyembro ng 19th Congress. Ito po para sa ating bansa. Ito po para sa susunod na henerasyon. Ibalato po natin at ibigay po natin ang magandang bukas sa ating bansa. Hindi lang po ito ang laban ng Kongreso. Laban po natin ito bilang mga Pilipino. Sino ba naman ang hindi naghahangad ng mas maayos na mabuting Pilipinas? Oo, para po tayong napapaloob sa isang teleserye. May ending din po ito, but sa ngayon, abagan ang susunod na kabanata. The Quadcom is not done. Dakal pong salamat, May Pabengid, at thank you very much kay kayong ampo.